The Issue of Abortion in the Catholic Church by Daimhin Kirwan. What might be the consequences if the church stops trying to persuade women to not get abortions? I chose abortion as my topic because of how big of a problem it is in the current day. I was raised by Catholic Irish American parents who sent me to Catholic school, where I learned about these topics such as abortions. Being more intrigued, I started researching more about the topic and attended some pro-choice protests in San Francisco as a spectator. Talking to some of the men and women there, they explained to me their reasoning of why they believe a woman should have the choice to keep or abort a baby. Many of them claim no uterus, no opinion, and my body, my rules. These perspectives really conflicted with what I was taught from a very young age and caused me to look deeper into the subject and chose it for my final topic. Historical context of abortion. The issue of abortion between people that support the pro-life movement and the Catholic Church. The Church views abortion as a sin, killing an unborn child, which has potential and is one of God's creations. We are all treated equally in God's vision, and He wants us to be the best of the potential, and when a creation of God is destroyed and killed before it can live its life, it is wrong and should not be done. Starting in 1968 as a massive movement for women's health and choices to present day. Abortions can happen legally by either multiple methods of surgical procedures, chemicals used to kill the fetus, or suction, which sucks the fetus out and kills it. The Catholic Church's opinion and views on abortion and the views of abortion by people who support the pro-life movement. It mainly is an issue in the United States. Abortion has been a very controversial topic for many years, and the topic is still as fragile today as what it was when it was first challenged. This quote wants Americans to understand how powerful we are, and they want us to preserve life and understand how every life is precious and deserves to have a chance. The Church does not support abortion, but many women and other supporters of the pro-choice movement have made a growing impact on the Church and the government starting in 1968. This question is asking what will happen if the Church stops trying to persuade people from getting abortions, or what will the next issue that the people in the Church will try and get past. Secondary source scholarly article. Through an analysis of key events in that debate between 1969 and 1989, this article makes a twofold argument. First, it argues that despite the United States' increasingly secular orientation, the Catholic Church exercised significant political influence with respect to abortion policy throughout the history of the country. Abortion and euthanasia have become preeminent threats to human dignity because they directly attack life itself, the most fundamental human good and the condition for all others. Living the gospel of life, a challenge to American Catholics. This article is connected to the teachings of Vatican II because although they redefined and changed some of the teachings, they kept abortion the same because the belief has not changed. This quote tells that the movement towards legalizing abortion was gaining traction and it was starting to get legalized. Majority of the people in that time opposed abortion, and this document was trying to reinforce the idea that it is wrong and people should vote against it and keep it illegal. The Catholic Committee recommended that no abortion should be permitted after the 12th week of pregnancy. Free contraception and abortion may have a marginal effect on moral laxity, but it is much more important to avoid unwanted pregnancy, though I agree it is important to prevent any addition to the decline of morals. Moral of the Church. The moral of the Church that best represents this topic is Herald of God's Word. It means proclaiming the gospel in one's life. In other words, being Christ for others and preserving the lives of unborn people who have so much potential and are works of God.